What's up, everybody? Welcome to Observe and Proceed, where I observe then proceed to react. And today I got two SoCal police pursuits. One starts off somewhere in Long Beach, and the dude ends up getting out the car wielding a machete. It gets pretty graphic after that. Then we got another one. It's like a DUI that ends in a pit maneuver. We're going to get right into both of those right now. But before I do, I'd like to thank all my subscribers and everyone has been liking the video. I highly appreciate you. And if you could do that for me right now, I'll appreciate you as well. Anyway, let's get right into this. This is the machete suspect. Okay.
We begin this hour with breaking news from Los Alamitos, where police opened fire on a man armed with a machete after a high-speed pursuit. Good afternoon. This is the KTLA 5 News at 1. I'm Lauren Lister. The suspect is now in critical condition. It is still an active crime scene right now near the...
I'm guessing they shot him. He's wounded after pursuit. Critically wounded. They gotta have shot him.
UCI Medical Health Center. As more details are coming in, KTLA's Orange County Bureau Chief Chip Yost joins us live from the scene with more on this breaking story. Chip.
Yeah, this was a concerning situation playing out, as you said, right next to a center. Let's take a look at some video from Sky 5 HD. Set up the scene for you. This is near Catella and Cherry Street. There's a UCI Health Center, medical center right here. We're told earlier this morning, a little bit after 10 o'clock, Long Beach police got into a pursuit with a suspect who led them here. At this intersection, the suspect then got out with a machete, it appears. There is some Citizen app video that shows the suspect.
Now, whenever I see things like this, whenever someone's wielding a knife, a machete, it's like, what other reason would they do that when police are around there with guns other than they want to get offed? You know what I mean? There's no other reason. That has to be it.
Machete. Let's put some of that on the air for you right now. You can see,
look at him,
a man holding a machete.
He's definitely trying to do that
erratically. You see in the video there. Well, at some point, police decided to try to use less lethal rounds to contain the situation. That was also
and police see this a lot, so they're like, oh, he's trying to get himself off. We're gonna do less lethal rounds. They got a dog out there. Oh, that was some real rounds.
You see, after the rounds were fired, the man took off running. We're told after that, officers then had to use some lethal rounds.
Yeah, they had a dog there. They probably got scared for the dog. Hold on, let's see that again real quick.
Take a look.
That's where the dog comes in. The dog missed him. Yeah, I don't know. The lethal rounds were warranted.
See, after the rounds were fired, the man took off running. We're told after that, officers then had to use some lethal rounds. Here's more from a spokesperson for the Los Alamitos Police Department.
I don't think they have to use the lethal rounds, man.
They tried to de-escalate using the crisis negotiating team. That was not fruitful. And the next step was a less than lethal round, which they would say shot at the suspect. It aggravated him and caused him to start running in the direction of the officers while carrying a machete. At that time, the officers went ahead and fired shots at the suspect, wounding him critically.
And we're told that suspect is now in the hospital in critical condition. As for the medical center here, we're told at one point during this whole situation, it was on lockdown. As for what the suspect's name is, we don't know. We're told he's a man believed to be around 40 years old, trying to get more information on that. But the situation...
Yeah, but as you can see, the summertime, man, people are just doing dumb stuff. Just dumb stuff, trying to get killed out here. Getting shootouts with the police, bro. Bro thought he was Danny Trejo. Note to self, never bring a machete to a gunfight. But I'm telling you, he had a plan for that. That's why he brought it. Fatigue is setting over in these violent nutbags. I get that life is rough for some people, but either learn to live in a sane and peaceful manner, or you may have to get checked out. He was trying to check out. That's my point. Anyway, let's go to the other chase over here. Reckless DUI driver. Pursuit ends in successful pit maneuver. Let's see it.
starts with breaking news.
And we start with breaking news here at 8 o'clock with an
Is it
ongoing
Orange
pursuit,
County?
we're told, from LA County Sheriff's deputies looking at this potential DUI suspect. Still working to gather some details right now, but we do know this is in the Santa Ana Garden Grove area, at least just based on the map right here in front of you. But this SUV, boy, I'm already seeing some dangerous maneuvering.
Yeah, it looks like CHP has now taken over because that went from LA County.
It's not
now
really
into
speeding, it's just
Orange
driving
County.
stupid.
And you can see that sharp turn. Look at how many deputies are. And you can see that sharp turn. Look at how many deputies are behind this.
I mean, have you ever seen a chase lady? They usually have more than one or two cars on
the
there.
want is, you can see the person has their window down. They have their arm out, kind of casually driving here, Gio. But you can see them making those maneuvers, kind of swerving.
Yeah, he
back
can't
and
drive
forth here.
straight to save his
on
life.
the steering wheel, you could see it briefly there, just sort of
But
maneuvering around.
you got to wonder, are the back tires out a bit? It looks like that back left tire is
The rims don't match, I'll tell you
missing
that.
the cap there,
It's either-
and
yeah.
it's a little wobbly.
Maybe perhaps a touch. And I was going to point out the fact that the speeds right
rim
now, they
rolled out
weren't
or
getting
something.
over 35 miles an hour, and now certainly slowing to the, well, now it's creeping up past 40, but the cars look slow compared to what it was just a couple of minutes ago. And right now, curious to see what CHP does in terms of maneuvering around this vehicle and trying to get it into
CHP,
a
yeah, they do a
situation
lot of
where
pit
Not
maneuvers.
sure if they're going to try a pit maneuver or just kind of let this
They usually
car,
don't go on
for
the
lack of a better
streets,
phrase,
though, but
tire itself out. So
not for too
it's-
long.
Yeah, I mean, you're only seeing 2 CHP vehicles in the on the screen right now, but
There were
when we
about
zoomed out,
8.
yeah,
it
was a lot
looked
more.
like there were maybe half a dozen.
They're just waiting for the
police
right time
patrol
to do
cars
it,
behind
I
this
guess.
driver.
'Cause they could have
And
already
again,
done
we
it.
don't know where exactly in LA County this started, but we know they have now made their way over to the Anaheim Garden Grove area and getting on the freeway right now. Take a look. You can see the car is getting. It looks like they're going to do a pit here.
Yeah, it was hard
possibly.
to tell.
Getting
Yep.
pretty close, but this is a very narrow area to do a pit. So it looked like that CHP car was getting really close.
And incredibly close, to the point where it almost looked like everyone was clustered there for a bit. But now, obviously, the dynamics are going to change here as they get on the highway.
You know,
and
with
now
the
you're looking at
CHP,
lot
he
more
had a better
cars
chance of
all
taking
over
the
place.
streets.
And we've already seen some reckless driving.
Not that he had a
just in
chance
the
or
last
anything,
couple
the
of
way he's
minutes
driving,
on
but-
surface streets with one hand out the window and
They would have
another on the
eventually
wheel.
gave it to the
And at this
PD.
point, yeah, this is
I
what
wonder
it's
if they're
going to
going
be.
to try to do that pit one more time. It looks like they're coming close to that pursuit vehicle, but just going to trail it for now. They're on the 55 South,
Picking up
right
some
near, I
speed
believe,
here, too.
Dyer.
Ooh, and here's
And take a look.
There
It
we
might
go.
do the pit.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
At pretty high speeds here.
Yeah,
They
that's
are
pretty
gonna
high.
attempt that pit, and it looks
cars,
like
though.
it's
That's why
going
they did
to, disable that
Perfect
vehicle.
pit.
Oh,
Try to
he's
pin him in
ramming
here, yeah.
into the
Why would you
CHP
drive
patrol
into the
car.
car like that?
And we have officers, weapons.
If he was
drawn,
smart,
ready
he
to
would
go
have
here,
went
and they sort of
backwards,
boxed
but he's
him in
not
as the driver
smart.
now
and
steps out
he
of the
shouldn't
vehicle,
even been
hands
doing
up,
this.
and I mean, there was that moment there where we ran directly into the cruiser where you're kind of
he
worried
knows
about what
he has
happened
nowhere
next.
to go, but he is. It looks like he's possibly yelling or saying something, but is going to comply.
Well, that's certainly the good news. And at the moment, I mean, as we continue,
Yeah,
to
he's
keep the
definitely
sky
drunk or
overhead,
under
just
the
to give a
influence
look,
of
because
something.
What started with LA County Sheriff's deputies before transitioning
tell.
over to CHP now looks like it's
got
gonna
the
wrap
dog
up. I
ready.
mean, there was a concern there briefly for a moment.
Man,
as
he ain't
speeds
running
start to
nowhere.
pick
Look
up,
at
and
him.
now you have officers coming
He's,
up.
he was
to
out of shape.
They do have a
these-
canine there. You can see they have
They
that
had 'em
canine
ready.
to go, but CHP officer is going to take over and put this driver in the handcuffs. They're going to do their routine of checking that car, making sure no one else is in there. Coming to a stop on the 55 through Orange County.
And it looks like we're being told we have Patrick O'Malley on the Zoom right now. Patrick, can you hear us all right? I want to check in and make sure our connection is strong.
Yes, I can. Good evening.
Good evening to you. Appreciate your time on this Saturday night. Were you hearing anything else with regards to this pursuit, either how it started or we were being told that it was a DUI suspect, and at least fortunately we're getting some good news in terms of it wrapping up. It doesn't seem, just based on our vantage point, that anyone was hurt.
No, I had heard the same thing, reckless DUI.
Yeah, he's definitely
I'm
DUI.
wondering if they had more information in terms of crime class or something else, because you just don't see what looked to be about 15 CHP units behind the vehicle. But You could tell for a while they wanted to do the pit. It looked like maybe whatever his driving techniques, he had a flat front right tire, so it was only a matter of time before they did the pit. And
Look at him, he's
looks like a
mouthing
good
something off.
Yeah, coming to an end, you can see the suspect kind of looks like they might be talking to officers there or exchanging some words, but they are complying as another CHP officer
Could
is
just be
going
cussing
to
him
be
out.
just checking the car
We need body
out,
cam footage, man. It always comes out too late.
Everything is all clear, but yeah, it seems
to do a perfect pit, a successful ending.
And right now you're looking at it on the right side of your screen, that video from earlier of the successful pit maneuver.
He wasn't going anywhere. Let's see some comments. That CHP car just zooms in and is like, okay, playtime is over. Time to end this now. Well done with the pit. It's a good pit. Want to take a moment, and that officer deserves recognition for sure. Best I've ever saw. Best you've ever saw? I mean, you should watch some of these videos I have on here. For training reasons alone, they should at least let the canine take a couple of bites. You know, they can't do that unless he's like running or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, okay, I'll throw this in. This is something extra. Remember, if you saw that video I had where the dude went on a pursuit, then swam out into the ocean butt naked, and he was just there for like an hour swimming. I was like, where's the sharks when you need them? Well, check this out. This is like in the same area. Look at this.
This morning, a terrifying close encounter between a great white shark and some unsuspecting children swimming off the coast of Southern California. Watch's drone video shows that 10-foot shark
where were they when that guy was there?
Extremely close to multiple young swimmers who seem completely unaware that the predator is just feet away. One of them even waves at the drone as the shark draws closer.
I don't normally get really excited or really nervous. Because I've seen it play
and also, why are you letting your kids swim out like that into the ocean right there? Parenting. Like, I would never let my child just be swimming in Malibu. Like, they could swim, on the shore as long as, like, you could see their body, whatever. Like, they can't get swept away. Even that's dangerous, though. There's big waves. That's dangerous, too. But, yeah, without my supervision, like, just ankle level, that is, I guess. Ankle level. They're not swimming all the way out there. That's crazy, and this is why. And we're not even talking the waves there.
Kids,
look how far this is. Look at all that body of water, bro.
Carlos Gana documents shark behavior, and he was controlling that drone from more than a mile away.
This shark has
I wouldn't even be swimming
to get
out
close to people, but on this day, it really made me nervous. My heart was pounding.
And this is just one of several recent shark sightings along the California coast. Last month, this chilling video of a shark following behind a surfer near Santa Cruz. In Santa Monica, a shark approaching a pair of paddle boarders.
Why are they out there, dog? This is the ocean. This isn't like a lake.
I'm not going to tell you what I saw, just go back to shore. It felt like it was 2 feet away from me, and it felt like we stared at each other for a second.
And earlier this year,
I don't get it.
Big River Beach for a male shark attack.
This Northern California surfer was the victim of a shark bite.
And I just started kind of pushing it and batting it on the nose, trying to.
And sharks attack at random
from it. And then eventually it let go.
Sharks are popping up.
They don't always attack.
Some New York and New Jersey beaches have been closing.
But some of them are
sightings.
menaces. Some of them will attack.
Spotted off Long Island, and a massive 14-foot great white off the coast of North Carolina.
Warming water pushes bait closer to shore, and that bait then brings sharks closer to shore where people are. And it may be possible that people are encountering those sharks more often than they normally would. That doesn't necessarily mean there's greater risk of being bitten.
Now, the drone operator in this most recent encounter said that shark had what appeared to be an injury from a boat collision that could be contributing to its behavior while it was swimming defensively. Thankfully, it did turn away into the water and left the kids alone.
Yeah, why are the kids out there? But like I'm saying, man, sharks, when they attack, people used to say, oh, they mistake you for food. But sometimes they just attack and leave you to bleed out, right? They're not trying to eat you. Some of them are just menaces. And that's why you're gambling with your life. I'm not a person that goes into the ocean, like, as you could tell, like, just swimming. So this is wild to me that people let their kids do that. But anyway, guys, keep it locked. I'll be back with more. And please like, please subscribe. I'm out.